This is the Alpha 1 by the folks over at Leagoo. This is another even more affordable budget phone than we checked out last week. So let's get started. Hey guys, so what's going on? It's Mike Panetta back at you with another video, and judging by the views and the comments we got in the last video, you really liked Leagoo's phones. So I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on the Alpha 1 and what it brings. So if you want more on this, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button and comment down below, and of course don't forget to subscribe. So let's start with the price. I've seen it range between $100 and $120. Super cheap, but does that mean that it suffers in specs and performance? You know what? Let's see that first. So the Alpha 1 is pulling a 5.5-inch IPS screen, only 1280 by 720 with PPI of 267, but then again, what do you expect for $100? The CPU is an ARM Cortex-A7 quad-core processor. It's got 2 gigs of RAM. Storage is only 16 gigs, but you can expand up to 64. It supports WCDMA GSM dual SIM standby. So the rear camera is a 13 megapixel shooter. It does say 4K on the website, but more on that in a second. The front facing camera is 5 megapixels. This has a 3000 milliamp battery, which because of the specs can last about 2 to 3 days of normal use. What? I know, right? Now back to the camera real quick. The video quality on this reads low, medium, high, and fine. Nothing to indicate that it can shoot 4K or 1080p, so I'm not sure which of those it really shoots. I do have to check with the manufacturer on that. This is running Android 5.1 Lollipop, and they do have a skin on it, but it really doesn't seem all that obtrusive in it. You can change the themes and stuff like that, and that'll give you a nice little rounded look on the phone itself. But like I said, for such an inexpensive phone, I'm surprised that it's as zippy as it is. So let's talk about something that actually might be a deal breaker for those who might want a budget phone but doesn't want to sacrifice something extremely important, and that's the network. It only goes up to 3G. Yeah, when I use this, I was immediately transported back to the days of the iPhone 3G and 3GS when the network was just like, come on. So I was able to tweet and check my email, but watching YouTube videos on the network, it was a no-go. I had to do that on Wi-Fi. The camera is okay for a budget phone. If you're someone who demands high quality, like we're seeing on other flagship phones, then this one is not for you. Now the pictures do look okay in good lighting, and the video actually doesn't look too bad on the rear camera, in good lighting, and I think would definitely be usable for most people. The design of the phone has a removable plastic back that does have an aluminum build on the side, so it feels pretty good. Even the battery in it doesn't make it feel too heavy. The headphone jack and the charging port are located on the top of the device, and this thing is almost the exact same size as the iPhone 6s Plus, but of course nowhere near as rounded like that phone. Now, because of the texture that you have on this, again, it isn't smooth, but it isn't rough. It's kind of like an in-between, so it does have some good gripability on it, and of course, because it's so sharp around the edges there, I do feel like it has a much better grip than the iPhone, being rounded as it is. So, of course, I throw a skin on that just to make it a little more grippy on that. So, for a budget phone, can you deal with 3G? Is the camera not that important to you? Are you someone that really is normally on Wi-Fi, but you need something that's an emergency for a phone, and you're not necessarily worried about the network, or you don't have a whole lot of data, and you're on Wi-Fi most of the time? This could actually be a pretty good phone for you. And again, $100, you're not dropping that anywhere near on some of the big phones that are out there, and even some of the mid-range phones that run $300-400. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up down below. Again, thumbs up if you enjoyed it, thumbs down if you didn't, let me know why. And of course, subscribe to get my next video. Other than that, I want to thank you all for your continued support. You all have a good one, and you'll see me in the next video.